Next time you hear someone gushing over how stunning and brave and awesome teachers are, well, they're not doing themselves any favors. Teachers will no longer need to pass basic reading, writing, and math tests for certification in this blue state. A new Jersey law removes a requirement for teachers to pass reading, writing, and math tests for certification will go into effect January 1st. So it's already gone into effect. Only the best and brightest, by the way. Totally not people failing into teaching like I keep talking about. The Law Act 1669, nice, was passed by dim Governor Phil Murphy as part of the state's current year budget in June and an effort to address a shortage of teachers in the state. Okay, so you can't make sure that all the money isn't being siphoned off by the bloat. No, you can't do that. So that would mean more money for teachers so you could attract higher quality individuals. No, the solution is to lower the bar further. Yeah, maybe the reason we don't have that many teachers is because it's too hard. I mean, it's too exclusive of a club. Let's lower the bar. The bar is not all the way at the bottom yet. We could still go lower. Let's go. Let's go all the way. That's their solution. That's what makes this so damn funny. I just keep getting proven right time and time again. Individuals seeking an instructional certificate will no longer need to pass basic skills tests administered by the state's Commissioner of Indoctrination. We need more teachers, dim Senator Jim Beach, who sponsored the bill, said according to the New Jersey Monitor. This is the best way to get them. Yeah. Isn't this going to be great for future generations of kids? Yeah, we need more high school dropouts training the next generation. What's the worst that can happen? The New Jersey is especially in need of math and science teachers, according to an annual report from the state's indoctrination department. Both of those fields are fields that were primarily men, and guess who they drove out of the profession? So just months earlier, Murphy signed a similar bill into law that created an alternative pathway for teachers to sidestep the testing requirement. A powerful teachers union, the New Jersey Indoctrination Association, was a driving force behind the bill, calling the testing requirement an unnecessary barrier to entering the profession. Teachers in the state are paid an average of $81,102 annually. Whoa. Tell me again how they're underpaid and mistreated? Seriously? All right. Now, notice that the union supports this too. Unnecessary barrier to entering the profession. So hairdressers have to go through this convoluted certification and regulation process. But teachers, the ones responsible for training and raising the next generation, we don't need any standards for them. It doesn't matter. We don't need any unnecessary barriers. Come on, man. Like, the more teachers, the more union dues, and the more union dues, the more us union leaders can get more yachts. So down with the barriers. New Jersey followed the example of New York, which scrapped basic literacy requirements for teachers in current year -8 in the name of diversity. Yeah, well, that's pretty much a low-key way of saying they're racist as all hell. Like, well, non-whites can't read, so we're going to need to remove the reading requirements in the name of diversity. Other states such as California and Arizona also lowered requirements for their teacher certification by implementing fast-track options for substitute teachers, to become full-time indoctrinators by eliminating exam requirements in order to make up for shortages in the field that were worsened by Corona-chan. No, they weren't worsened by Corona-chan. They were worsened by the government lockdowns. There's a difference. Stop trying to blame Corona-chan. So as students struggle to regain learning losses caused by school closures, see, there you go. That one's right. During the pandemic, some states, such as Massachusetts, have opted to lower the testing requirements for students in order to allow more to pass rather than make up for the lost indoctrination. This is basically them saying to the next institution up, this is going to be your problem. If these kids are in elementary school, like, hey, middle school, this is your problem. If they're in middle school, hey, high school, this is your problem now. If they're in high school, hey, college, this is your problem now. And if they're in college, Hey, rest of society, this is going to be your problem now. We're not going to deal with this. Teachers' unions continue to hold major bargaining power in some blue states, pushing legislation that protects teachers despite their failure to improve learning outcomes of students. This is actually pretty hard hitting for MSN. Not MSN PC, that's different, just MSN. Only about half of New York students in grades 3 through 8 are tested proficient in English and math in current year -3 and -2. Despite the state spending nearly twice the national average on indoctrination, and New York teachers remaining some of the highest paid in the country. Tell me again how more money is the solution to this problem? I'm waiting. Murphy's office now immediately respond to the Daily Caller and News Foundation's request for comment. But all right, once again, I'm vindicated. I know the inside workings of parts of this profession. It's always been this way. Like for every actual good teacher out there, there's at least 10 or 20 of them that didn't want to be teachers and just failed into the profession and don't want to be there even now, but it's the best they can do, so they tolerate it and they half-ass it. And then if anything goes wrong, they just cry to the unions.